Some days we need to give our skin a little extra love. Now I'm talking specifically about hangover days. I wish we didn't have them, but sometimes we do. Maybe we forgot to take our makeup off last night, or maybe we're just feeling a little parched. So today's video is looking at ways to really help and deal with hangover skin. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me start off by saying Merry Christmas! Today is the 25th of December and I hope you're having a warm and festive and safe holiday. So the holidays for us here in Ireland tend to lean towards the excess. So for us, the entire month of December is one big celebration. And for me, it starts even earlier because I celebrate Thanksgiving, which in itself is a 4-day occasion. So even though we're in COVID times and we're not going out as much as we used to, you know, my company Christmas party was just virtually via Zoom, my recycling bin is starting to overflow. So for me, excessive wine, and I particularly prefer the bubbles, that consumption can lead to just unhappy skin and unhappy body in the morning. So on those particular hangover mornings, I like to do a few extra steps just to make myself feel a bit better. So these are my 10 steps for how to cure the hangover skin. Okay, so step number 1 is hydrate. Chances are you're feeling a little parched in the morning. Now, I try to combat it a little bit at night. I never go to bed without my big Yeti filled with ice water. So because it's a Yeti and it keeps it cold, when I wake up, there is still ice water in there. So the first thing I do is I drain that and I refill it and I start again. You need the hydration, get the water back in your body. And I don't think hydration is just for the inside, it's also for the outside. Your best friend, my best friend, is my mist. And I don't only do this through all of the steps I'm about to walk you through, I do this throughout the day. I am a serial spritzer. Honestly, 15 times a day, all day long. It hydrates, it brings you back to life, it's good for your skin, it just gives you a little perk me up. So keep that one nearby all day long. Step number 2 is not just cleanse, but we're going to do a double cleanse today because chances are you may not have even remembered to take off your makeup, and if you did, you might have done a shite job at it. And believe me, I've been there. I do try to minimize that as much as humanly possible, but it does happen from time to time. So a double cleanse is critical. You got to get everything off. So I like to start at this particular stage with an oil cleanser because it just dissolves everything. So those last minute, or it could actually be a full face of makeup that's probably half on your pillow, half all over your face that you need to get rid of. Now, personally, I like the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. This is a dream, super easy, super fast, dissolves everything, and then I use my little Wondercloth to remove all of it. And then you need a step 2 because chances are this has not been great last night if you did it at all. And so for that, I'd either use a cream cleanser or I would use a gel cleanser, such as the Cerave Hydrating cleanser, which I love and is always stocked in the bathroom. So I would clean off, use the other side of the cloth to get that off, because then you're dealing with a clean slate, and that's really the best thing you can do to start the day. Step number 3, now you may not need this. For those who do, you know, sometimes you wake up with your eyes, they're red, they're sore, they're itchy. A bit of eye drops. You just drop a few of these puppies in. So what it does is soothe them and just kind of get them back on track. So I find them quite hydrating. These particular ones come from Boots, but you can pick them up anywhere. Step 4 is depuffing, and it may not be necessary for everyone, but if you do have a lot of puffiness underneath the eyes in this area, I take ice cubes, 2 ice cubes, and rub them around the orbital bone because it does sort of help to calm that area under your eyes, and it really does pick you up. That face it, it's ice, it's cold, it's gonna wake you up, but it has a really good positive impact on that whole area of your face and kind of get you going a little bit. The next step is exfoliate. So if you know me and have watched any of my videos, you'll know that I think this is a necessary step, and particularly on a day like today when you're feeling a little hungover, your skin just feels like crap and it's got a lot of stuff on it and it might have had an accumulation anyway, but exfoliating now will just ensure that you remove all the dead skin cells. It's going to help all the stuff that we're doing here today penetrate and work better. On these kind of days, I prefer a physical exfoliant as opposed to a chemical because I just feel like the mechanical side of it is just helping to dislodge, and I can actually feel the effects of it on my skin. So what I like to do is a scrub. This one is a black sugar mask wash off scrub by Superfood, and I wet my skin, and it's a little mask. You take it out and you just rub it ever so gently, no tugging, because the sugar inside will start to break it down, but you use it really gently and you put it all over the skin. You kind of gently rub it in for about 20 seconds, and then I leave the mask on for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I rinse it off, and oh wow, does my skin feel amazing. Now, if this is a step too far and you just don't have the time or the inclination for it, another thing you can do is combine your wash and your exfoliate together. And my favorite product for that is this one by Your Good Skin that I pick up in Boots. This is their Energizing Facial Scrub, and this has small, teeny tiny little microbeads that deliver a really, really fresh, clean feel to your skin, but it does it in a very moisturizing way. It's made with vitamin E. It's made with green tea, and also has some vitamin C in it. Super nourishing. So if you do that in the shower, that can be your step one, and that first cleanse, then you've kind of alleviated the need to do the mask. But personally, I try to pamper myself a little bit at this stage. But either one of those work. But make sure you exfoliate, because you can just get all the dead skin off and off you go. Okay, next up is another mask. This is a hydrating mask. So we've just exfoliated to leave our skin fresh and ready to receive, and now we're going to pump some good stuff into it. So there are kind of a couple things you can do. One would be an eye mask, and just these little gel pads that fit right underneath the eye. They're super squishy, they're super nourishing, and they're just lovely and cooling on the eye. I use these ones here from Estee Lauder, and you just stick them under there, leave them for 10 to 20 minutes, and sit back and relax, and you can just feel the hydration working. When you take those puppies off the skin underneath the eyes, it feels amazing. So that's one option. And another option is to do a sheet mask, and I like this one here from Beauty Pie. This is their Hyaluronic sheet mask, and again, apply that mask on and just sit back, relax, close your eyes, probably need it anyway. If you have a jade roller, that's a good thing to do actually. It kind of helps to kind of reduce some of the puffiness and helps to the skin to absorb the serum better. So it's just a lovely way to relax and pamper yourself a little bit too, and do some good stuff for your skin. And the next one is where I start to feel some really good stuff happening. I like to do a facial massage. So for me, I prefer to use my Gua Sha jade stone, and this is a great thing to do. I use a bit of massage oil. I use jojoba oil a lot of the time. And what you do is you kind of put some oil in, you warm it up on your hands so your face has a good slip to it. And this device, if you haven't used one before, has all these different curvatures, so it helps to follow the angles of your face. So it's great for getting all of these areas. This little piece here can go this way, the jawline and down the neck. And this helps to relieve tension, because you know, the jaws and the areas of the face, you might have slept badly, it's quite possible, but this helps to relieve all of those pressure points. It uses acupuncture for hitting different parts of the face. It's glorious, it's relaxing, it makes you feel good, and it kind of gets the blood flowing, which kind of helps to perk us back up. Fabulous tool. So the next step is moisturize. Because we've done all this good stuff to our face, the moisturizer is what's actually going to help us lock it in. I have two. If you've seen my stuff at all, you know I'm a lover of the eye creams. You don't need an eye cream, but I choose to indulge, and I always will. I love this one from Sunday Riley, Autocorrect. It has real brightening functions to it. It just is amazing. It brightens the skin, and it just lifts and plumps everything up. Love it. That goes on first. And then for my day cream at the moment, this is really good for skin recovery. This is Kiehl's. It's their Ultra Facial Cream. It's great for people with sensitive skin. It's light, but it is super hydrating. Like my dehydrated, almost old lady skin tolerates this and just actually loves it. And I'm using it right now as part of my winter routine anyway. But this is good for people with sensitive skin, and it's refreshing, and it just gives you that punch of moisture surge and to lock it all in. It's great. Okay, the last and final phase. You might not think you need this, but you do need this. You need SPF. When you've done all this goodness to your face, finish it off with an SPF, which you should be doing every day. It doesn't matter whether you leave your house. You could have nothing planned for today except Netflix and trips to the fridge, but those rays can find you. I mean, unless you live in a cave, they will find you in the kitchen when you're standing by the refrigerator. So put on your SPF. For me, my go-to is the Elta MD tinted. This thing is gorgeous, goes on lovely, plays well under makeup, if you can even face makeup today, which I'm not sure I would be able to myself, but put it on every day. So that's it for today's video. I don't know about you guys, but I can tell you right now, I'm going to be doing this routine a few times over the next week or two, probably tomorrow, in fact, so you won't be alone. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and you hit the notification bell so that you'll know every time I upload a new video, which generally happens every Friday afternoon. So thanks again for joining, and I'll see you soon. Merry Christmas.